here we are. How's everybody doing? Bam. We have not yet had a chance to put Brother Adam's beats in yet. He sent, but we have not been in the studio here for days. So after he sent them, we weren't able to get them in time. Let's see here. We have Tino in the house.
21st.
That's how I'm doing.
All right. I'm not sure. See that second one that's turning red on the bottom, in the middle? Can you mute that? See how it's like a double? Yeah. Mute that? All right. I'm not sure why that was on, but we're good now. We are good. We are here. My brother Angel's not here, as you can see.
Whoopsie.
And not sure where that page went. Oh, you need to unlock it for it to show, I think. The 3 dots. And pop out chat. There it is. Now stretch it all the way down. No, to just stretch it long. Yeah, keep going. And then squeeze it in. No. Yeah, and then squeeze it.
See, what you guys don't understand is
And then squeeze it in.
what other podcasts where you get to see it all. Like, everybody else tries to get it all done beforehand. We say, shoot,
Well, we try
let's
to get
do
it right
it now.
We're trying to get it right.
They're going to roll with us. Everywhere we go, they're going to be like, yeah, these.
Yeah. Cool. So anyways, here we are, guys. This is Let's Just Talk, episode 25.
Yes.
Episode 25. We just talk about all kinds of stuff. Usually my brother Angel is sitting right there, but he has some conference thing that he has to go to every single year, and it happened to fall on the very fact that yesterday we just had a changeover in the government, and he really wanted to be a part of that conversation. And then he said, well, why don't we pre-record it? And I'm like, well, there's too much happening to pre-record it, So he got stuck not doing it, man. Anyways, if you notice, if you're able to comment, it's because thank you so much and appreciate you for being here. I think it's like $4.99 to be remember the channel. We use it to kind of vet our comments on here, because if not, then anybody could go in here and just start commenting crazy stuff, and we don't want none of that. And it helps support the channel. It helps us to get to do whatever it is that we do, and help pay for our internet here, to be honest, at House of Rest Church. So real quick shout out, Empty Tune Productions. Thank you for joining in. Sister Lisa.
Thank you again.
El hermano Ivan. Amen. And Empty Tomb, thank you so much, man. We're going to add those beats that you saved us for the next time. I wasn't able to. Apparently, I got to get them off the computer, put them into a memory stick, and this thing has like a little memory slot.
Like you can just hit it?
Like a camera?
Yeah.
It lets you put different sounds on that, and then I can program these little buttons to do whatever it is we want.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
Yeah. Awesome. So I keep muting. I'm muting right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see it muting on my end, as far as I know. But
somebody said that?
Sister Lisa said that
you keep muting.
We keep muting. Let me know if that just happened once or twice, or if it continues to be an issue. All right.
Well, let's talk about the obvious, man. You know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure every single person on here, I mean, that's what got us all started, right? That's what got this thing cracking off, was Liberation Day.
Yeah.
Liberation Day. So let's go. What are your thoughts? What are some of your favorites? What something that made you upset?
Well, I was upset that I woke up late. Come to the women's lunch brunch on Saturday. She didn't come to Sunday service.
Oh.
And so we were up late. So then on Monday, our plan was to get up, because we know that the East Coast is 3 hours ahead, to watch the inauguration.
Yes.
And we woke up and it just finished. Yeah, so we had to go to the live and kind of rewind. Thank God it let us rewind, and we didn't rewind all the way to the beginning, but just the actual part when I guess they asked the three ministers to come up and pray, and then when did you notice the judge hurried Trump? He didn't even get a chance to put his hand on the Bible.
Yeah,
because his wife holds the Bible. What's her name?
Melania.
Yeah, she was walking up and inauguration. That was a weird thing. It's like the judge wanted to hurry and get it over with.
She said that it just muted again.
Oh, how long is it like for a second, or does it just keep doing it?
It was good in my opinion. Unfortunately, I was watching it on NBC.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was just the first thing that I said, oh, it starts at 9. Yeah. Well, I forgot about the East Coast time.
Yeah.
So I got to see when they all walked in. But Barack was already in there. Yeah. Sellout Bush was in there. The evil and then they had just introduced Dr. Biden.
Oh yeah, I did see a mute. I wonder, because you know how a minute ago, remember a minute ago I hit the table and it moved this thing? Yeah. I wonder if it did something to the wire. So let me just kind of, they're all in. So let's see, maybe that, right? The little mixer here. So maybe that did something. Hopefully that's taken care of now. I just kind of went back there and touched the wires, and who knows.
So they had just had introduced Dr. Biden. That's one thing I'm gonna miss about them. Way to go, Joey!
What's up, Holmes? There it goes again. It just muted again.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
So, I got to see him sworn in. And so the whole reason why I'm even saying what I'm saying is because the women on NBC were saying something that, it sounded like it muted again. Something about the 20th Amendment that he needed.
By 1201. Something like that, right? And you think that's why he was in a hurry?
That's why I think it was done the way it was done. Because they would have held him to it.
Yeah.
They would have held him to it. I personally, I'm guessing that they have to do they had to do JD first. In the way that they get sworn in has to be that way. I've never looked into it, so I don't know. But the thing about it is like, I would have did Trump first. I would have sworn in Trump and then sworn in JD. That way, there would be no kind of dumbness.
Yeah, I didn't realize that because, like I said, I watched it late, so maybe that's why. Because I do know that transfer of power begins at 12:01. Mm-hmm. Did you know at 12:01 they switch hands as far as that little suitcase with the nuclear stuff? Mm-mm. It happens at 12:01. So there's an officer that holds it, and he's supposed to hand it off to Trump.
Oh wow!
Yeah. That was interesting. Little stuff you can start learning, I just told Abraham that it's muting here and there. He's over there in the sanctuary. Maybe he'll know what's going on. Carl, what's up, Carl?
Yeah. So like those are the kind of things that I've never paid attention to. You know what I mean? Yeah. But with all of the stupidity, so obviously it was MLK yesterday.
Yeah.
And so my son was like, "What's the big deal about this?" I said, "What are you talking about?" So then I get into all that. And then he said about he's like, why I don't want to miss nothing. I don't know what's gonna happen. I said, do you know how many people do not want this man to take over?
I know.
So I said, I'm not missing this live. No way.
Yeah.
Both mics actually. Yeah, I can hear it cutting out and in and out, in and out, in and out.
You just did it. See it? Were you watching it or no? No, it's not that. He could see it right there. So it just goes, boom, it goes all the way down for like a second, and then it'll go back on. I don't know. Right before we went live, I hit the table and shifted this thing. So I don't know if maybe the USB or something. But anyways, it keeps happening every couple minutes, and it'll just mute out of nowhere.
So did you get to see all of it though? Did you see his whole speech and did you see all that stuff?
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know if you know or if you heard, but they cut out a lot of things that were on that program.
Did they?
Uh-huh. They cut out a lot of things.
But it was live. How did they cut it? Or you mean now, after the fact?
No. Going forward, they were like, oh, got to cut that out. Oh, got to cut that out. Because that way they can make it on time.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that. Remember, I woke up late, so we were watching it.
No, yeah, I get it. So that's why I'm saying, I don't know if you know that, but they cut out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And then it went on. We haven't moved it. Do you think maybe it just started wrong? It won't change. It won't change that. It'll just cut off sound for a little bit. Again, look, see, guys, I'm going to turn this mixing board off so you're not going to hear any sound. And then we're going to turn it back on. We're going to start from there, but it's not going to stop the feed because that's the cameras. So let me do this. But it's not. Oh, there it is. So now we're back on. I don't know if that's going to help it or not. So we're going to, Abraham's working on it now. We're going to keep on talking. I don't want to be just doing nothing. But yeah, man. Let's see. Maria Madrigal, she's on here. Hello. And Felipe, I don't know if I gave you a shout out, brother, but hello, I see you. Yeah, we were able to watch it on, at first we were watching it on Christian Broadcast Network, CBN, and then we switched over to Fox, and we watched the inauguration there.
Yeah, like I said, I text my brother about that. I was watching it on NBC. He says, "Why are you watching it on NBC? Why aren't you watching Fox?" But I wish I don't know where to get the BBC at, Maria. So when you see me, please let me know where I go for that, because I would much rather watch that.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was great, man. I thought it was one of the. I'm looking around for it, but yeah, I loved it how he got out there and said about Liberation Day. Oh, when you watch the speech, did you watch his left?
Yeah.
What you think about them?
It's not doing it so far. So maybe whatever reason, just booted up wrong. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. So I noticed Hillary laughing when he mentioned about the Gulf of America.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And I laughed because she laughed because I just think it's hilarious, dude.
Yeah. Every
Single thing that bothered them on that side was hilarious to me. You know, because he sat there and he stood there and did a 30-minute, there's a 25-minute speech, 30-minute speech.
Yeah.
And all they can do is just sit there and take it, you know. And I thought it was a great speech. I know that his wife told him, please don't say divisive stuff. You know,
did she?
Yeah, there's stuff that he wanted to say and he didn't say.
Good.
And I think it was wisdom, man.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I apologize.
No, it was good. I think he said what he needed to say, but he didn't do the whole fake news, dude, He corrected himself. I don't know if it was inauguration or later on when he went to the inaugural parade, the indoor parade, and he said something about oh man, he said something about somebody. He says, you know what? I ain't gonna say that, man. This is a new start. You know, and I thought that was wisdom. You know, I don't know.
You're talking about when he got into the arena.
I don't know if it was the inauguration or the arena. One of them. He said he stopped himself from saying something. He says, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. And I think it's smart, man, because you know what? If they're gonna come against him, let it come from them. Don't start off. You know, be the bigger man. You know what I mean? Be the bigger man and be like, look. You are now elected the president of the United States, not just of MAGA people, of the United States. Biden says, I'm going to bring together, I'm the president of everybody. And, you know, so I'm just like, I'm hoping he's coming in and saying, you know what, if they're going to pick a fight with him, that's on them. But he shouldn't, because he should say, you know what, I came, things better. You want to attack me? That's different, but he shouldn't be attacking.
So I thought on what you said, to piggyback off of what you said, I thought what he did was very, very professional.
Yeah.
I thought he did an outstanding job.
No, he did. He still doing it, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do, man. I don't know what's going on. It's muting every couple minutes. I apologize. We can't keep staring at it, or it's going to make a. Just keep talking, man. I apologize for it right now. Felipe, we did bring that up. I know you were going to say something.
He did say some things about how, like, because of what they allowed, you know, with the borders, because of what the lack of giving money away to other countries but not caring for Americans. Like, I didn't think that was unprofessional.
No.
He didn't say anything wrong. He said exactly, I mean, if anybody has anything to say about that part or those little things that he said, I don't know what to tell you. You're just fishing, because he stated facts, and the females from NBC were saying he said he wasn't gonna do it, but yet he was still trying to undermine. Didn't do none of that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he could have went in, and he had all right to. But whenever he said, well, you know, and he was saying about the justice, and he was saying, I know a little bit about that, you know, because of everything that he's been through.
Yeah, exactly.
That is sad, man. It truly is. But, oh, man, dude, watching Kamala's face.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was classic. That was classic, man. I loved it.
So we were talking about it, Felipe, earlier, that the fact that I did notice that when they called up Trump and that judge started already swearing him in before his wife was able to even bring the Bible. Like, if you go back and watch it, you know, he starts off already. You know, we talked about it a few minutes ago anyways, but if you go back and watch it, you see that the judge was hurried. Now, you said that because it had to be at 12:01, maybe that's why.
Yeah,
because,
I think so.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, the judge was very...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, he started going into a hurry, and before his wife was able to bring the Bible to for him to put his hand on there. But I mean, put it this way, man. Let's be honest. How many presidents have put their hand on that Bible and it means nothing? So I don't want to focus too much on whether his hand was on the Bible or not, because the Bible it's just pages. It's just pages. You know what I mean? It's in your heart. You know, so it would have been nice to see that because it's tradition, but there is no Bible scripture that says to put your hand on the Bible when you make an oath. Jesus says, let your yes be yes and your no be no. So I don't want to over religiousize it and say, his hand wasn't on the Bible, this and that, whatever, because you know what? Wicked men. Put it this way. Obama put his hand on that Bible. What good did that do?
So did the last two. One of the things that was bothering me is whenever they were being introduced, and they were being introduced as the honorable.
Yeah.
The honorable Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, or the honorable Kamala Harris. Like, honorable, dude, like, obviously that word means nothing.
Yeah, it means nothing.
It means nothing to these people.
Oh, he says that was Justice Roberts who was on the Epstein list? Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Didn't know that either. It doesn't surprise me that Felipe does, though.
Felipe knows a lot. He's a smart guy, man.
He's a smart gentleman, man.
Yeah. Amen.
I thought one of the worst. I can't find where it says, man. I'm looking for, but I cannot find where he says that from going forward there will only be two genders.
Yeah.
I was like, man, dude. I took my children to school today. There's only going to be two genders. I said, you sound offended by that.
Yeah, actually, the Bible said it.
And then he said, he goes, I'm not offended. I just think it's funny. I said, what's funny? He's all, that even has to be said. I said, that's right.
Empty Tomb says they meant to say horrible and not honorable.
Well played.
Well played.
Okay, so before we continue on with the speech,
Yes.
what did you think about the pardons?
That is interesting because here's the thing, right? In order for me to be pardoned of something, I had to have committed something first. That he did it as Trump was speaking. Like this is insane. Like he did it and pardoned his whole family. I mean, if I did that, that's a show of guilt. You know, and that's just insane to me, man. It's just a big joke. I mean, what are you going to do? It's a joke. If somebody doesn't see through that, come on, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, he pardoned his whole family. That makes no sense. It does make sense. It means there's guilt there. It means there's guilt.
So again, my 15-year-old, he had the day off yesterday because it was MLK.
Yeah.
And I read that. I said, "Do you know what that means?" He was like, "No." And then I explained it to him. And then he was like, "Man, all of them did something?" I said, "No." He did it for the just in case factor.
Yeah.
He's all, "What do you mean? Like if maybe they did something?" I said, "Yes." He's all, "Dang, that just tells them that you're guilty right there." You know what I mean? It doesn't take a genius, man.
Exactly.
That was classic.
I don't understand that because let me say this too, is that when I was in prison, there was a few people that were, I quit talking. Guys, when I visually see it mute, I stop talking, just so you know. But I'm not always staring at it to see it. See the meter? If you see it shut down, I just kind of stop. And but anyways,
right there.
Yeah, you can see it. It'll just completely go dark on it when it mutes. But there was this guy that was trying to get pardoned, and here's why though. He had to write this big old thing to the governor because he wanted to get pardoned by the governor of California. And he was upholding his innocence, or if I recall right, he was, no, not his innocence. The fact that he had already done a lot of time, because I think he was serving like, say, 30 years. I'm just making numbers up. Let's say he's serving 30 years, and now he's on his last 5 years, and he was asking for a pardon because new people that were getting arrested for his same crime was doing 5 to 7 years. And he's asking for a pardon because he's saying, listen, I've already served 25 out of my 30. So he's asking for a pardon. So in other words, he's saying, I admit to my guilt, but I've done enough time. I've served my time. I have seen governors or presidents pardon. was not saying, I want to pardon because I'm innocent. He's saying, I want to pardon
so I don't get in trouble.
so I don't get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that's really frustrating. I believe there's good people in prison that deserve a pardon because a lot of them have served their time. They remorse. They reach out to community and all this and that, and they've already served a huge portion of their sentence, and they get ignored. So the whole Biden family can be pardoned. Where they're not even haven't. It's a big clown show, man.
And that's exactly how they treated it.
Yeah.
They treated it.
Look at that. Felipe says pardons for pre-crimes.
Yeah.
And Empty Tomb says, yeah, innocent people don't need a pardon.
That's right. I'm telling you, man. It's like a video I saw about. No matter how much he's ruined California, even the people who have lost their homes, there's a bunch of them. Like I saw this off of PBD, and it was like they said probably about 70 to 85% of people who lost their homes will still back that man up.
Wow.
Just like Biden, and like with what he's doing here, people think what he did was great.
Yeah.
Oh man, he got his family off. Got him off from what? Maybe that's our culture, right? Because I don't know how your dad was, but I know that if I would have gotten locked down like that, my dad wouldn't have went. He would have been like, "You're the dummy that did it." You know, now you get to do what you get to do. If you didn't want to be in here, you shouldn't have did what you did.
Like lay in the bed you made?
Yes. Don't do the crime if you. Maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because maybe my dad.
He wouldn't pardon you?
No way, dude. He wouldn't pardon himself at the dinner table. It's like.
This is true. Look what Empty Tomb is saying. He says a lot of people sitting in prison for possession charges for their dispensaries on every corner now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. So that's a good point because that's a lot of people were asking for pardons for marijuana sales. Mm-hmm. So a lot of these guys were like, "Oh, whoa! I'm serving a 25-year sentence."
Isn't that Kamala that did that?
I don't know. Probably.
I think it's Kamala who put that all in order. But no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Theyese dudes they're locked up. They're doing a 25 to the L for the amount of herb they had.
And I'm not saying that because I agree with weed. I'm not saying I agree with it.
Absolutely not.
But at the same time, if this state is going to make it legal and there's people in prison doing 25, 30 years for what you just made legal, then by default, you got to release them then.
You know what they should do is what other countries were doing the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And we should take out. That's what we should do because now Trump's in there. He's going to be like, what? You want to send them back? You're going to have to pay a tariff.
Okay. So it was a great speech. Then I watched they walked. They're being very the decorum when they walked the Bidens to the helicopter and all that stuff.
Props to Donald.
Yeah. I saw that. And then after that, it took a couple hours, but then they did this indoor parade. Did you see that?
I believe so.
It was at the arena.
Oh, at the arena or in the... So not where the inauguration was.
No, it was an arena where...
The arena is whenever he showed up and it was just a bunch of people.
With those white chairs? Like what rows of white chairs? Rows of... It was an indoor parade. That was supposed to be a presidential parade that they chose to do it inside, and then they had like marching bands and stuff going through.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you watch that?
No, I didn't see the marching band.
Now,
I saw the speeches and everything afterwards.
Now that was crazy, man, because That's where Elon came out.
Oh, that was the hello. They were running late, so he wasn't there yet. When
He
Elon,
wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
Elon went up there. Trump was nowhere. You know, there's one thing about Elon that I've noticed now for the last few years. He's very quirky.
Better words.
And when I saw that live, when he did that, I said, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
But I looked over at Sharon. I said, oh, CNN is going to have a field day with that one. He just fed that one to him.
Yeah.
Do you guys know like a clip with Elon gives a salute?
He was saying hello.
I know, but
he was excited.
If you watch the whole thing,
he was excited. Leave the man alone.
But what's funny is I saw this picture. After we show this video, I'm going to show this picture. And it's interesting. Let's see.
Oh, man. Yeah, they're going to just...
Yeah.
Another thing that he said in his speech is, you'll be able to buy the car of your choice.
With what?
He said with my action, evoke the industry and keeping workers.
Oh.
In other words, you'll be able to buy the car of your choice. That's sad.
Oh, wait. Oh, there. Play it again.
He does it. He turns around and does it.
He does it again.
Ah! My heart out to you. See?
Okay. Play it again. Let me see. Audio.
President Trump's top allies, Elon
Oh, yeah.
Musk is facing backlash after making what looked like
And then he does it again.
during the inauguration.
Okay. So I already knew what was going to happen. I sent a picture to the email, Justin. I want you to check this out. Give him a minute to find it, but when he did,
You see what Felipe said?
what did he say?
He said, that's a Roman salute.
I think it's just a quirky guy.
I think he's just...
He's saying his heart. He's like, my heart
he
goes out to you.
out to you. Yeah, that's what I see. Look at it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
So
man.
you have George Bush doing it. You have Hillary Clinton doing it. You have Obama. Her name.
The evil, wicked witch of the...
People get excited and they do stuff, and it doesn't always mean something, you know. So, anyways, we can go back to the
Felipe said Hitler closed his hand, I believe. That's what changed it.
Did he hit his heart? Because
Yeah.
you know,
So Hitler comes here, and then he goes like that.
Does he?
Yeah.
'Cause you know
so
who does?
it's all a straight hand.
What does Miklo do?
Miko goes. So the Romans were
Cholo Trucker, what's up, brother?
the Romans, it was like honor. What was it? Honor and something.
I don't know.
Honor and something and honor.
Yeah. For those of you that are coming in late, we're sorry, but for some reason our system keeps muting every few couple minutes. We apologize. We already dealt with it. Can't figure it out right now, and we're just gonna keep talking. If we see it mute, we'll stop talking. But sometimes we're just talking and we don't notice it, so we apologize. I do want to say this real quick to Trucker is Cholo Trucker, man. I love the video you did on Mikey's channel. They did a thing about the border, and it was like basically a round table. There was a bunch of Chicanos on there, And oh man, it got into a shouting match because some of them were like, "Oh, this is about the raza," and they're putting the raza down, and this, and he's like, "Dude, I'm American," you know. And it was just interesting, and it was like nuts, you know. And I thought that was very interesting, Cholo, and I love the way you just kind of held yours, spoke truth.
What did he say about
respect? He goes, I'm an American, man. You know, he said what he believed without turning into a shouting match because some other people were shouting and whatnot. And, you know, he just held his composure and what he stood for, you know what I mean? So it was cool.
Yeah. I know for myself, just to, again, piggyback off of that, I know for myself, like I'm a proud American in my life today.
Yeah.
My son yesterday says, "What's so important about this? Like you say it's important, but what's so important?" I said, "Son, you know why this is so important? Because you know why you don't, I'm sorry, you know why you don't think it's so important is because you don't have to worry about gas. You don't have to worry about certain things in your life. You're not paying attention to things in your life because you have no care in the world, dude. You know, you wake up, go to bed. When you go to school, you can come home. You got a place to live. You got hot water and a toilet with Charmin.
Charmin.
You know what I mean? So you're winning." Yeah. But my thing is I'm a proud American. I'm very blessed of where my roots come from. Man, I in my opinion, man, I come from the best culture in the world. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an American before all, dude, and that's how I look at it.
It's on, can you look up Chicano Tube on, just so they can see the channel, Chicano Tube on YouTube, and we're going to show them where it's at. But same thing, man. I love my culture. I do, but I'm an American. I'm here in America.
Yeah.
Everything I have is because of America. You know what I mean? So,
because of America. That is right.
Yeah. So, but this, it's called Chicano Tube. Yeah. And if you look at the video, let's see. Oh, see that immigration town hall meeting? That's the video. If you click it, it's going to start playing because I don't want to start playing it, but that's the one. Hit, yeah, that one. Oh, yeah. Can you mute it and play it?
America.
Yeah, so you can see Cholo Trucker on the top right with the blue shirt, I believe. He's on there. You have already agreed to come on this podcast through Zoom. I just want to have Angel here when I bring him in. So he has a pretty good following.
What were you saying about that?
Yeah, he's very straightforward. I love the brother, and he's very passionate. But he started arguing with the dude in the center. See the guy in the center with the beard, the very top center.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that guy. I don't know it, but I will say this is that he started attacking Nino about his Christianity. And that dude started trying to quote scripture to Nino. And that dude, and he says, "Are you a Christian?" He goes, "No, I'm not." And he pulls out a Santa Muerte necklace.
Okay.
You know, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. You are a devil." You know what I mean? So anyways, you know, the moment, though, see, here's the thing. Satan is going to throw scripture at you. And when Satan does that, I don't hear nothing. There's nothing you can say to me. You know what I mean? I love a lot of these guys that even were on like the more Raza Chicano side, like Big Joe in the very center. I think he was more leaning against, you know, the immigration thing, but express himself, even though don't completely agree, but he's very respectful. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's the greatest thing about our country, man, is that you can disagree with me and that is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's one of the make America great again. See, because for the last 4 years, when I said anything about homosexuality, it was because I was a homophobe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't agree with you. Because I don't think that you, as the pastor of my church, should give your pronouns when you get up there. "Hi, my name is Pastor David Rocha, and my pronouns are he and him." Like, what, dude? I'm sorry. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's great. There's nothing wrong. Hey, man, if you're about, you know, the raza and stuff, that's good. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Same thing with me. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong. I think America is a melting pot. And I don't think there's nothing wrong. I think culture is beautiful. even within American culture. Like, for instance, I remember me and Sharon one time went to, we were in Houston at the conference, and we had a layover in, and so we had a 6-hour layover. So I said, man, let's go have some Cajun food, and we went, and right away you can tell the culture's different. It's within United States, but the culture's different. I don't want to go around the United States where every place is exactly the same.
No.
The same Walmart, the same Starbucks, the same. So I can appreciate in the same way when people come. I think it's awesome. Can you imagine if all we ate was American? I don't know what that is. What bologna? I don't know what that is, but I love culture. But here's the thing: is that when you come from another nation and you don't assimilate and appreciate the nation you're coming into, that's an issue and a problem.
Yeah,
that'd be like me going to Japan and getting angry because everything is Japanese. So in the same way, man, that's just the way I see it.
I get
it. Yeah. Italians be doing the same thing. Yeah, but you guys got good food, man.
You see that he declared a national emergency at our southern border?
No, you were telling me a little bit about that. Tell me more about it.
That's just what he said. He said, today I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin to complete a restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. All illegal entry will immediately be halted and will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminals. And then he went down here to say, oh man, I wish I would have been more prepared about it. But he was saying about how he's going to declare, let me see right here. I think this might be it. I will direct... and by 1998, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our inner cities. But then he also he was saying that he declared the cartels to be of terrorists.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's huge, bro.
Yeah, that's
the other
huge
thing
deal.
is right here when he declared it to be a national emergency. Now Felipe is going to come on here and correct me if I'm wrong. Maria's on here. Empty Tomb. All these people are smart, man. They correct us all the time.
We
so
got
it's
some
really
smart
good.
people on here.
The military heard that. They stopped watching and they started loading up.
Who?
The military.
Oh, yeah.
Because when he calls a national emergency, that means it's all hands on deck.
Now here's the thing, and again, you guys are all smart. I know that. You probably already know this, but in case there's one or two persons that don't know this, it's that opens up military, because when they're just a drug dealer, that is not the military's problem. Because when it's a drug dealer or a gang, then that means that it is the problem of the local police or the FBI at the most, the FBI. Now, get involved in. And it's, I don't know what's going to happen, but all I know is that they're not going to be dealing with DEA anymore, or FBI, or gang task force. Now it's involving the full power of the military.
Not only for the border itself, you see all what's being said here?
No, go ahead, read them.
Maria says, true, cultures are beautiful, but foreigners bring their rulers and regulations from their country here. And she has several examples.
That doesn't work, man, because you're coming into America. Mm-hmm. You don't get the opportunity to bring your rules and regulations from your country.
No.
If that's the case, then stay there.
Yes. If you want it that bad, then go there.
Same thing with people in Texas. They always say they always say to Californians, they go, "Hey, welcome to California. Don't California our Texas."
Yeah, don't California my state.
Yeah.
Yes. Felipe says, Felipe, I didn't see this. You might have got on here late, but both David and myself, David Biden on, so I didn't see what you're talking about, but I will look this up. It says, yes, please speak on the woke gay female bishop who spoke at the morning prayer service where Trump was in attendance. The thing she said was cringy. The two genders of Empty Tomb gave us the clip for the two genders. I don't know if you want to send that to Justin.
I don't know. Is it a link for him?
I don't know. Bring your food, leave your regulations.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
Hey, bring that lasagna.
Hey, man, hey, dude, keep run my house the way I run my house, you know? And like, I think whooping comes from the Bible, not from Mexico. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Do you need my phone? Do you know how to do it? What? Why him? Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. Go ahead, Tino.
Oh, so anyways, next contestant on this Price is Right. But yeah, man, I mean, that's basically what we're looking at. You know what I mean? Is the culture and everything is fine. It's great to be, but know where you're at. And don't get mad at the laws and the rules and regulations that you got to put up with. We have to put up with enough people over here already that are from here, this country, and this and that. But I'm trying to find out where he said drill, baby, drill. Did you hear when he said that?
Yeah.
I mean, oh, man. And did you see Kamala? That was another one that Hillary started laughing at.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, when he said drill, baby, drill. So, yeah, it's a 38-second clip, he said. So, I don't know how I get this over to him.
I don't know. Oh, it's on. Are you able to click on the link there, Justin? Which one? It's on the comments.
It's on the Empty Tomb.
That one, right? That one or the other one? It does? Play that one? Oh, I didn't see that.
Let me make one final plea, Mr. President. Millions have put their trust in you. And as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God,
Well, this is today.
I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, was she still speaking?
All right. Cool.
Was she done? Huh? Oh,
Keep it playing.
keep going.
Poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat. They may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques. And temples. In our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands. Here.
Oh, that'll be it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay.
Play that other one though, real quick.
From hard hats to steel.
Which one? Is this the other one?
Yeah. How long is it?
That is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders.
That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how everybody got up?
Yeah.
Did you see that they never got up?
Yeah, I know.
They sat there the whole time. My sister says, man, you could tell on their face how much they just did not want to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Felipe. Yeah.
Is like, I mean, all jokes aside, when somebody is called to be the president, you are the president of all people in America.
Okay.
The Christian, the atheist, the straight, the gay,
Okay.
the whatever. So, I mean, reason, whatever lifestyle people choose to live, it's on them when they're adults. When he was bringing up about gender, remember, he was bringing up about our children. He was bringing up about sports. He was bringing up about, there has been, I was watching, I forgot what it was, Riley, or what's her name? She's a sports, she's lost that swimming thing against that dude.
Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Whatever her name is. There have been, put it this way, worldwide, 700 women that should have gotten a win, should have gotten a scholarship, should have gotten, the accolades of winning. 700 women lost to men. Those of us that have daughters should be infuriated about that. She makes it sound like people are scared. I don't know. I don't know. But the other thing about the illegals, I don't like when people try to. If he was racist, why would he have an immigrant wife? Like, I don't know if it was true or not, but when they said that there was firemen from Mexico that came to help in the LA fires, and people actually said, oh, so he kicks them out, but he doesn't have an issue with them fighting the fires. These people that are fighting the fires were not trying to come into the country illegally. That's not the problem. The problem is this, man. Would you let somebody into your house if they broke in? Oh, but they're nice people. They broke and they're washing the dishes. What if somebody broke in your house, but you woke up and they're vacuuming your floor? Does that still change the fact that they broke into your house? They might be the nicest people, but let's say they were looking for, let's say they were looking for extra money. What's wrong with not clean your house? We're house cleaners, and you allowing them in. That's different from you being asleep, somebody breaking in your house, and then you calling the cops and saying, hey, there are these people. Tino, I'm not sure why you called us. They're really nice people. They washed your dishes. They vacuumed your floor. And you're like, that's not the point. The point is they broke into my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with them.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they broke into my house. You know, you got to just simplify things. I don't know. I'm ignorant to the answer. Wisdom. Heaven have gates. I remember the Pope had renounced about the border, which is interesting because the Vatican is surrounded by a huge gate.
Huge.
Huge.
It's like a Jericho wall.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I want to sum it up like this, as far as not sum it up the video, but it's a new era of just logical thinking. It's a new era of what makes sense. You know, it's been so wild. Things to make sense. That's it. Things should be made sense. Alex Alvarez, how you doing, brother? God bless you.
He says something right here in his speech that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves. In many cases, to hate so desperately to provide them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly. My recent election is a mandate to complete and totally reverse horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over.
Wow.
That's a horrible man. How dare him say that? That's a horrible, horrible man. These people, I totally understand why these people are afraid of him.
Yeah.
Because of stuff like this, because of their freedom. You know, the big joke yesterday, what I saw going all over the place, and I think you even sent it in a text and whatever, but is, man, I walked out, I walked outside and the air just smells free. Right? And it's just like, this is what it is, man.
Yeah.
And these people are afraid and they're scared.
Yeah.
Something that shouldn't have been. Father of all lies. And again, I'm not trying to be holier than thou, just trying to be holy. Is when you go and do things to your or into a man, go deeper, but it's like you're saying that the image of God isn't perfect for you.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it. And when you do all that kind of stuff, you're saying that my God, the perfect God, made a mistake. And it's like, look at what he said. The education and change. And
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. It's just wild. It's really, really wild.
This whole thing is just, I don't understand a lot of things, but in a biblical world, not wanting. Satan has robbed man of their identity since Adam and Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And he has always tried to rob our identity. And the enemy will speak something into you, obey, you become a slave to it.
Yeah.
For some people, it's a different lifestyle sexually. For some of us that grew up in the hood, our identity was the neighbor. We were lied to. Man, it's really started muting like crazy right now. So when, I don't know if you know this or not, but Cholo Trucker got in his boxing. That's how I became friends with him. He had a boxing match with another YouTuber named Gunner.
Okay.
And they asked me to basically pray the fight in. And it was a really fun experience. I went down there for the muting. I went right now within 3 times in 30 seconds. And so I was able to pray that thing, and I met Cholo Trucker and Gunner. Anyways, they were fighting, right? They're fighting. There's 2 men trying to knock each other's block off. But this is what was awesome. At the end of the fight, when they were both exhausted, they both hugged.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you can do is muting like, keep muting over and over and over.
I wonder what it is.
I don't know, guys. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. Watch. As soon as I turn this off, it's going to work. The OBS wrong. The OBS probably buggy.
So what were you saying, man, about the fight? They hugged each other.
Yeah. Anyways, at the end of the fight, they were getting along.
Mm-hmm.
Ago, when I saw Biden come in and he made that speech, when he became president and he made that speech, I gave him the benefit of the doubt in the beginning. Romans says to pray for our leaders.
You're right. It does.
So this ain't about
arguing.
Tino or David. This is about what Scripture says.
Amen, sir. You are right.
Okay.
I am not arguing this.
So he went up there and said, now that I've won, I want to unite the Democrats and Republicans. I'm going to be a president for all people. He proved it wrong really quick.
Within
But
a
here's
week.
the thing. Yeah, within a week. I didn't want to go in there. I'm saying, you know what, Lord? I'm going to come in with a clean conscience. I'm going to pray for our new president, and I'm going to hold him to his word. Dude, he never was a unifier. So that's why I'm saying, you know, if I did not vote for Biden, but I prayed for Biden, then the same should go both ways. We need to pray for our leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom. No, God is a provider of wisdom, you know, and that's what it is. That's what it comes down to, man.
I think it was you that said that no matter what we think of Newscomb,
Yeah.
you got to pray for him.
Yeah. It's hard to pray for him, but yeah. I never.
And it's just like, man, that, you know, it's easier to pray for a dude who shot at me than it is to pray for Newscomb.
Yeah. Bread of life. We already talked about the Nazi thing. But Justin, can you show that picture real quick of all of them doing that real quick, just to bring everybody up to speed? Look at this.
Yeah, but everybody on there, this is what I didn't say before. Everybody on there except for Elon
Is the president.
is doing it on purpose.
Oh, yeah. So you have that woman on top. I already forgot her name doing it. You have Hillary Clinton doing it. You have George Bush doing it. You have Obama doing it. And if you go and watch no, I didn't mute it. If you watch the whole clip, he was not doing it. He went to his heart and says, I love you guys. I love you guys. You know, and
if you see the clip, there's an Indian, an Arab guy on there, and then 2 Caucasians and Elon.
he said an Indian.
I don't understand why they're up there with Elon. The 2 Caucasian ones I understand, but with the Arabic dude and Elon, and the Indian woman, I don't get it.
That Indian woman, I keep forgetting her name.
Yeah,
but
I don't care what her name is.
I forget. I don't know. She's some woman. So anyways, the thing is this. I saw the clip. I know it did look crazy because the moment I saw Elon do it live, I said, oh, CNN's going to have over YouTube. What were you going to say?
I just wanted to, one thing we have not touched on is I want to say props to Donald. I don't know if Donald gets all that are starting to be released. So
Yeah.
there's been what, 3 already or 5? Did they the 3? But anyways, man, whatever is going on.
Yeah.
I mean that was before he even.
Did you see the mothers reunited with their baby
I
girl?
did not, man.
Oh my God.
I heard about it, and it was just like I don't know why. I was busy last night. I'm not whatever. So I just wanted to bring that up, man. I mean, I'm sure every single person on here that is commenting and everybody that's watching, we all feel the same way, man. I mean, props to however that got done. I don't know, but fine. I'm glad that whatever the fear of the Lord, if that was the fear of the Lord that did it, then hey, well, I mean, God gets all the glory, regardless. That's doesn't need to be said.
Exactly. I know Biden was trying to take credit for it,
Really?
saying, "Oh, look at what I did right before I left." And I'm like, dude, it had nothing to do with you, bro. It had everything to do with Trump's threat.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
We're almost done. Can you bring up a clip on Trump threatening Hamas if they're not released? I don't know how you would look that up on YouTube, where Trump threatens Hamas about releasing the hostages. It should be a quick 30-second clip. This is why it happened. We'll give him a couple minutes.
We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made, and Panama's promise to us has been broken.
Oh, that's another thing with Panama.
Oh,
wait, here it is. Is this it? Yeah. Oh, I can't hear it. Why is that? Oh, is it muted? Hold on.
Crisis that the current administration has created, including the horrible war with Russia and Ukraine, which would have never happened if I was president, and the war caused by the attack on Israel, which would have never happened if I was president, and the entire world. I tell you this, we want our hostages back, and they better be back before I assume office, or you will be paying a very big price.
There it is, right there.
Okay, so say about 2 weeks ago, he said that kind of thing again, and he said that all hell will break loose.
Yeah.
And then the dumb reporter was like, "Can you be more specific about what that means?" He's all, "I'm not going to get into it. All hell will break loose."
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It says, above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China.
Conversation. She didn't know too much about the Panama Canal, but basically, without the Panama Canal, all things have to go around the South America, and America decided to do that. Americans died doing it. We had that. We had the full control of it because we built it. Mm-hmm. Was it Carter that gifted it to Panama?
I think so.
I think it was Carter that gifted it to him. And this was crazy thing is that Panama started taxing us in our. That come to find out that China has been basically in control of it, and we're getting taxed by our ships going through. You know what? We pay for that because everything you buy that's an import, a lot of it has gone through because it's coming through the Panama Canal to come up to Long Beach or to come up through Embarcadero in Oakland or Oakland. Our prices go up. Our prices go up because of that. And everybody's getting mad because he says that Panama Canal should go back to us. That's crazy.
The spirit of our treaty has been violated. American ships and being severely American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form. And that includes the United States Navy. And above all, we're taking it to China.
Yeah.
China.
Yeah, so
it's funny how he has to smile when he says
it. Yeah, it's weird.
China. I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I am very, very excited to see what is going to open up here in the next 4 years. I love how when they were in the arena, how he had each person. He was talking about Steve. I forget the man's name, the one who does the negotiating for the terrorists.
Yeah, I don't remember. his name.
Okay, and then he had Byron stand up. He's the heavyset black dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. Who is that?
He's one of the people that moves around. I honestly, Felipe, who is he? I already know. Like, what is his that was in whenever he went to go talk to the Saudi dude, and they showed the picture story.
Oh, is that him?
He's one of the dudes. Yeah, he says my favorite story ever of Donald Trump. So for you to be in that room and see that with your own eyes, you're somebody, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to see what Mike's gonna do, Johnson. I can't wait to see what his cabinet does. I really can't. I patiently can wait. What was I gonna say? It was really what's is it Byron?
No, Barron.
Barron, yes. Man, dude, when that young man got up, when that kid got up, dude, and he started doing this, and he started doing this, and he started doing his pointing, and I was like, dang, Val, you are your dad.
Yeah, it's like I would say mini me, but he's bigger. So he looks just like him. His features. I really believe that.
So one of the things is he was thanking everybody as he called them and had them stand up. Like, like Don was over there in Greenland. Yeah. That's how everybody comes in. Okay, give me the details. Now I'll go in with this American power.
Yeah.
And Barron was like, Dad, you need to do this podcast. Dad, you need to do this. You need to do this. You got to go on Joe. You got to do blah, 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 blah. They're going to love you, Dad. And he said 36 points or 38 points is what they won the youth by. Like nobody's done that
crazy.
Since I think they said Reagan.
So he turned them on to TikTok.
Yeah.
He turned them on to PBD. Mm-hmm. Turned them on to Theo Von.
Yeah, Theo Von.
And Joe Rogan.
And
I'm sure a couple other ones, but that was all Barron's doing.
Yeah, that's all Barron.
So he's the one that brought that younger generation, which is what too big to rig.
I mean, it's the way. That's what was going on. That's why he was like, TikTok has done so much for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's gonna should be great.
Felipe says a prophecy is that Trump Barron will be the last U.S. president. I'd like to know. We're running out of minutes, but I'd like to know where you're saying that from. Interesting stuff. All right, guys. So we are already at an hour and 24 minutes. You usually go 90 minutes, and honestly, it's a little bothersome that this thing keeps muting. I apologize to you guys. I never heard of those guys. Empty. Not only. There it is. It's muting again. Hopefully we'll get that fixed. We are going to get that fixed, but also we're going to have some of those empty tune beats already on here.
There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right. Anything else?
Pray.
Yeah.
Pray, man. A lot of stuff is going on. Typically, human beings do not like change. So pray and ask God to come in every single place possible, every crevice, I believe, is all he needs. We need to pray. We need to, like Hammer said, we need to pray. Pray. And
My last thing I want to say is this, is that there's a scripture that I have here. Where is it at? Okay. There's a scripture here. I'm not going to say too much more about this, but there's a lot of things going on. Those of you that are fans of Brian Trejo, I've had him at house arrest twice over the years, but the scripture is 1 Peter 4, the house of God. The time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. So regardless of the situation there, one thing that you cannot do is say that we cannot judge the situation. Scripture says that judgment begins in the house of God. Because if not, we will have chaos in the church, regardless of who it is. Doesn't matter if it's your have your most favorite person in the world, but if they're not lined up in Scripture, it doesn't matter if they're your favorite person. That includes me. So just all you got to do is look it up, Felipe. It's pretty ugly. So anyways, guys, God bless you. Thank you so much.
We love you, man.
Yeah. God
Thank you
bless
for
guys.
sticking with us. Peace.
All right. Thanks.